This is our roundup of the best video editors for Android in 2021. We're going to take a look at all the leading options after our in-depth testing and all the pros and cons to help you decide the best option for you. And we'll wrap it up with my top pick for the best video editing app for Android smartphones and tablets right now. Hey, it's Justin Brown here from Primal Video, where we help you grow an audience and scale your revenue with online video. If you're seeing value in this video, make sure you're giving it a thumbs up. It really makes a huge difference. And all the links to everything I mentioned in this video, you can find linked in the description box below. Let's jump into it. Now, as we go through, make sure to let me know down in the comments what's your favorite video editing app for Android right now, and most importantly, why. Whether you agree with my top picks or not, I'd love to hear your thoughts. So there's lots of video editing app options out there for Android. You've got things like Adobe Premiere Rush, Alight Motion, CapCut, CuteCut, Filmora Go, Funimate, InShot, Kinemaster, Power Director, Quick, Splice, VivaCut, VLLO, WeVideo, Video Show, UCut, and VN Video Editor. And that's not even all of them. So after all of our trying and testing, we've ended up with a short list of 3 top apps right now for Android. So let's take a look at these 3 in a little more detail. The first one is VN Video Editor, and this one is totally free and there's no watermarks. It packs in a ton of features, there's great performance, there's multi-track video editing, and overall is very intuitive and easy to use. They make it really easy to switch between different video formats. So if you want to start with a widescreen video and then repurpose it for, say, Instagram stories, then you can easily do that in here. I really like that you can save and create templates and presets while you're editing so that you can reuse those things in future videos as well. And I really like the level of control they give you over exporting your videos as well. Just having the ability to export your video in the same format that you recorded in is a big plus, but you can also customize that up if you need something more specific. But probably the biggest standout feature with VN is its cross-device compatibility, meaning that you can use this on iOS, on Android. There is a Mac version as well, and I'm told that there is a Windows version coming soon. And I've tested the Mac version, it is awesome, so looking forward to the PC version too. Now, in terms of downsides or things to be aware of, one thing that does annoy me a little bit, and maybe you can turn it off if you can, I just haven't found it yet, but when you create a new project, it automatically adds a little title card at the end of your video. And if you forget to remove that, you go through, edit your video out, and then save it out, then it's going to be exported with that in there. So it's not really a big deal. Just remember to remove that end screen from your videos and you'll be good to go. And I guess the only other thing to be aware of is that while this does pack in a ton of features, it definitely isn't the most advanced app out there. So if you are someone who is looking for some of those more professional features and more advanced tools while you're editing, then check out the next options that we've got coming up. But overall, it's an amazing app for anyone who is an absolute beginner right through to that advanced level, given the amount of tools and functionality in there. The next app is VLLO, or VLLO, and this is another one that really packs a punch. Again, it's got a really easy to use interface, probably easier to use and more intuitive than VN Video Editor. And in terms of features and control, it's probably the next level up from that as well. So this one again will work on both Android and iOS. So if you are someone who has multiple devices, cross-platform, then you can use the same app on both. You will have to pay for it twice because this isn't a free app, but know that you can learn and master one app and you've got access to that on both platforms. But where VLLO really stands out for me is with some of those more advanced features, things like their adjustment layer, where you can make adjustments and add effects and things, and it's going to apply to all the clips that are underneath that adjustment layer. Now, this is something that you'd normally only see in professional level desktop video editing software, so it's awesome that it is in an app like this too. I also really like the level of control you get over things like the color grade and color adjustments. And again, just like VN, it makes it really easy for you to change the format of your videos from widescreen to portrait or to square, all with the click of a button. Now, in terms of pricing, there is a free version available which doesn't have a watermark if you watch through some of the ads before you export your video out. But to remove the ads and to unlock all the features, including that adjustment layer feature, you will need to jump on one of their paid subscriptions, currently starting at $3.99 per month or $7.99 annually. So given what you're getting access to in this app, I think that is an absolute no-brainer and an absolute bargain. And the third one then is Kinemaster, or Kinemaster. And this one is probably the most advanced video editing app out there on Android right now. It's got a fairly intuitive interface, probably not as easy to navigate or as easy to get up to speed as the previous apps that we've mentioned, but this one also has the most amount of features, most amount of pro tools in there. They give you access to a lot of audio features and audio tools like EQ presets, audio ducking, keyframeable audio control to really dial in your audio levels throughout your video. And there's a decent amount of control over the color and the look and feel of your video as well. But I will say that I probably prefer the color adjustment tools that they have in VN Video Editor and VLLO over what they give you in Kinemaster, but there's still a lot in Kinemaster to help you dial in and get the look that you're after. And fairly recently, they've added the ability to export your Kinemaster projects so that you can either back them up or you can move them to another device. And Kinemaster again works on both Android and iOS. So you can now move projects between devices as well. Now, while the other two previous app options also made it really easy to change between the different formats of your videos while you were editing, to switch between widescreen and portrait or to a square version, all from the timeline itself, you can do it in Kinemaster, but you really have to go back to the project screen and duplicate your project, meaning that you're not really able to change it on the fly. Because you're then duplicating your project, any changes that you make are only going to be to that new format, so you can't easily switch back and forth between different formats. Not a deal breaker, just something to be aware of. Now, in regards to pricing, there is a free version of Kinemaster available, but it's not that good because it comes with a watermark. So in order to remove the watermark and unlock all the features, remove all the ads, there are a lot of ads in there, and you will need to jump on one of their paid subscriptions that start at $4.99 per month or $29.99 annually, which again is pretty cheap considering what you're getting access to. So those are my top 3 apps right now, but which app is going to be best for who, and what's my top pick? Well, I'd say that VN Video Editor is going to be great for someone at that absolute beginner level right through to intermediate, pushing on advanced. Given the amount of features and controls and everything that's in there, given how easy it is to use, it's going to be a great option for a lot of people. VLLO is going to be very similar in that it's going to be good for someone at that absolute beginner level because it's still got that intuitive interface, right through to advanced because it does have a lot of those pro level features like the adjustment layer and some of the other more professional features that are in it. But for those people who are looking for a more traditional video editing interface and looking for the most amount of professional level tools, then that's going to go to Kinemaster. Now, as for my top pick, this is a tough one because up until very recently, my #1 go-to app for editing on Android and iOS was VLLO, VLLO. That app is amazing. But the app that I'm using the most right now on both Android and iOS is actually VN Video Editor. I just really think it's the complete package, and it's crazy what they're giving you access to for free. And having that desktop version on Mac available right now and the Windows one coming soon, it is an absolute game changer for video editing, what they've done. So now that you have your video editing app sorted, if you'd like to learn how to edit faster, there is a video on screen talking through the Primal Video method. This is the method that we use to edit our videos down fast without any wasted time or rework. There is also a free guide that you can download of this process, this checklist that you can print out, download, and use with all of your future videos. I've linked that one on screen as well, and I'll see you in the next video.